During the trial between Johnny Depp and his estranged wife, there were several occasions when she was caught mid-lie. And it's funny because she claims Johnny is the one that wiggled his way to winning. Well now, the actor has just proven in another way that Amber is exactly what the world sees her as. And from the looks of things, her appeal case will probably drown with this. So, exactly what is it that was revealed about Amber that could completely change things? The defamation case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was arguably one of the biggest the world has seen in several decades. And one of the reasons it was so intriguing to many people is because Amber wasn't only changing her story mid-trial, she was repeatedly lying. And it makes you wonder how someone that had so many holes in her story, holes that were lazily filled up with lies, would expect that she could actually beat someone that had been telling the same tale from years back up to this point. Well, fans have now dug up something from a while back that just proves even more how utterly different Johnny and Amber are, especially with issues relating to making promises and money. During the trial, it was revealed that Amber had won her divorce from Johnny and had gotten a settlement of $7 million, which was hinged on her donating the money to two charities, which are the ACLU and the Children's Hospital. But it was proven in court that Amber didn't actually donate it. In fact, the only donations that were made to the charities on her behalf didn't even come from her, as Johnny had paid $100,000 to both charities from the divorce settlement, and Elon Musk had also made $500,000 donations to each of them, also on her behalf. Well, that's not the first time Johnny had been making donations to charities, specifically hospitals, as he had been doing it in the past, which was the main reason he wanted to take charge in the donations, given that he knew Amber probably wanted to take the money for herself. And he was right. In fact, a couple of years ago, the actor actually made a huge donation to the hospital where his daughter Lily Rose was born to help with the redevelopment of some wards of hospital. And get this, the amount was $1.9 million and it has been paid in full. This is as opposed to Amber, who said,
right at the beginning of the divorce settlement, he donated $100,000 to each charity on my behalf, or towards my contribution.
So $100,000
to each,
to the ACLU
and to the Children's Hospital.
And in response, you publicly demanded that Mr. Depp pay the divorce settlement directly to you instead of the charities, right?
That was always the agreement, actually, is for him to pay me directly. It was not his money as per the settlement agreement to give away and reap a tax benefit from. I said if he wants to do it and give to charity all of a sudden, then he should pay the correct amount and not try to get a big tax break for it. So effectively, for his tax bracket, he should be paying double that amount to the charity directly. And if he wanted to pay the charity directly, he could. He could do that, was fine with me, but he would need to pay the adjusted amount.
Ultimately, the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement was paid directly to you, right?
Over time, yes.
And Mr. Depp didn't end up paying the rest of the $7 million divorce settlement directly to the charities you identified.
That is correct. He paid the installments to me.
Now, for context, Amber hasn't actually paid that money till this very day, even after getting the full settlement from Depp almost 2 years ago. Says a lot about her, don't you think? Well, a lot of fans seem to think that, and many of them even talked about it. One user wrote, "The problem is she said on TV the money was fully donated. They were gone. That's a lie. She still had the money. She had the full $7 million for 13 months before he sued her. She received it in installments even longer before that, so she could have paid them in installments too." Another user who was actually at the hospital around the time when Depp's daughter was born also wrote, "Me and Depp's daughter was in hospital and under the same consultant as my daughter. He was dignified, polite, and the consultant asked if he could get seen first for his privacy. Despite the worry for his daughter's health, he still entertained sick children. When you look at things objectively and compare their stats over their lifetime, Depp will always emerge as the more credible and truthful one of them, and that is one of several reasons why Amber will probably lose the appeal. Tell us, would you say Johnny has better credibility based on these facts, or is it Amber for you?"